Atul Gawande, a world-renowned surgeon and author of the book The Checklist Manifesto, said, "One essential characteristic of modern life is that we all depend on systems. Among our most profound difficulties is making them work." Without really good systems in place in your company, the chaos of construction will ruin your business. Let me start by telling a quick story. For my first job in the world of construction management years ago, I was a project manager for a small home building company. So I was managing one of my first projects. It was a pre-sale and the homeowner was cool, but extremely involved, if you know what I mean. One day, I showed up to a finished carpentry walkthrough on site with the buyer. We were supposed to meet there with the finish trim guy to discuss what the buyers want. So I get there and I'm hanging with the buyer and the finished carpenter is straight up a no-show. I called the guy and eventually got him there, but the buyer was upset because he was taking work off for this and he was like this super important engineer and just wanted to tell me how to build the house and then be on his way to save the world with his super important job. The meeting was not off to a great start already. So my super special engineer homeowner starts naming everything off that he wants. I want crown that looks like this in this room, and this room. I want beadboard here, paneling here, and a mud bench that should look just like this CAD drawing I made. Oh, and move this wall, drop this ceiling, and pre-wire for this. I know it's easy to do because I'm an engineer. I'm like scrambling to take notes because my finished carpenter is deeply convinced that he will remember everything, and there's no way I'm trusting that. So let me spare you all the details and just tell you quickly how the rest of that story went. It might sound kind of familiar. I spent 3 days getting those requests from the homeowner bid out. Homeowner said, "No, way too expensive." I try again, "Too expensive." We meet back out on site to rethink it. Another 3 days bidding, "Too expensive." Repeat that like 2 more times, and after 2 weeks lost on the schedule and a broken relationship with my homeowner, we finally got it right. Finished trim guys go in and install everything according to plan. Then homeowner shows up to inspect and calls me huffing and puffing because we got it all wrong. At that moment, I was like, it might be a while before I'm good at this. But I thought there has to be a better way. It shouldn't be this hard. This system has got to be broken, right? Now, this was a pretty specific example, but the principles of a poor system as shown in that story are universal. Close your eyes for a second and think about the biggest headache in your company right now. Now think about the current system surrounding that headache. Every broken system in your company is a victim of one of the following things: lack of purpose, lack of simplicity, lack of policy, or lack of process. If your broken systems are lacking in any of these areas, you've probably experienced one or more of these symptoms: loss of time, loss of money, broken relationships, and broken spirits. This doesn't just happen to PMs on the job site either. Bad systems or a lack of good systems will eat your business up until you just don't want to do it anymore. It can happen in sales, cash management, closing processes, warranty, hiring or firing, team management, pre-con, selections, any facet of your business. So back on that day, I was like, no. There has to be a better way. So I decided to be a shameless networking fool. I started listening to podcasts, reading books, and attending conferences. I also started contacting literally anybody I could find that might have answers for me. I was on Zoom calls with builders and remodelers across the country, working with consultants, having lunch with local builders. And the whole time I was journaling, documenting everything I learned and then going back and implementing it. Some stuff stuck and some stuff didn't. I took note of that. After a few years doing this for that company, I had an incredible time, but realized that my passion was in learning and teaching. So I made the hardest decision ever and left that company to start doing this. So I jumped in right away, helping other builders develop systems that work. What do I mean by systems that work? I mean, they started reducing build times significantly, increasing net margins, decreasing cost variance, and buyer and employee satisfaction went through the roof. On this amazing journey, with the help of the Build Better team and all of the incredible builders that I've had the opportunity to work with, we discovered some high-performance systems practices that the most profitable builders are focusing on daily. We want to share those with you. As a member of Build Better, you have access to incredible masterclasses where we break down the nitty-gritty of each system that you need. But for the purposes of this course, I'm going to share with you these practices that we refer to as the High Performance System Compass. This compass is your secret weapon because it is universal and evergreen. There are 4 components: ownership, systems that serve, profitable systems, and the 4 Ps: purpose, policy, process, and plain and simple. Remember, the ultimate goal is to achieve a business that runs smoothly and profitably so you can enjoy it. So the High Performance System Compass, when applied consistently, is designed to create lean, simplistic, and automated path to high margins. That's what counts. That's what we want to help you achieve. Again, the purpose of this training is to give you the compass, which contains these indicators that will tell you if your systems are on the right track or not. We will dive into system templates for specific parts of a profitable building company in separate masterclasses. As builders keep a constant tab on these 4 compass indicators, they gain a very real clarity on how their company needs to operate and almost immediately start seeing quantifiable results. Here are your action items for today. Block out 30 minutes and make these 3 lists. First, all of the systems in your company that you feel could be better. The second list is all of the systems that you feel are performing at the highest level and just crushing it for your business right now. And lastly, all of the systems that you know you need but don't currently have. Take some time to reflect on these lists and get ready for the next module where we will take a closer look at the High Performance Systems Compass so you can start upgrading them. The second action item for today is to take some time and engage with all of the resources below this video. You will get as much out of these courses as you put into them. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time, and I'm so excited for all the progress you're going to make. You got this.